Run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my name.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Hines. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get... And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shoot!
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Now, 485.
From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go play action with Brissett. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st down, Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Express. Don't let it breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let it breathe.
From the gun, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Get down. 185. I'm coming after you. You're mine. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Express. D-line. Hey, Delta. 58 is the mic. Go,
To throw his car. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. I mean, last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company. Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
To throw, Brissett, flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Richard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll find his running back here, Richard. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Out of the gun, Brissett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there.
At the 47-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Right down. Right at 8. Off the screen. Off the screen. Who's right, T? Right Monday down.
Carr gives to Rashard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Raiders.
Down. Right at 8. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Switch. Right one. Express.
On first down, Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Monday down. 180. 29. 58 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Monday down. Check 4. Check 4.
Now on second and 13. Carr under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a third and long.
6-18.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Get that ball. 7:34. Hey, wahoo! Ain't no such thing as a
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. Hines. Darrell Worley up to make the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Vinatieri's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ken Crawley, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
They run again with Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, it's Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Jonathan Hankins on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made this.